Do you think achieving self-realization is hard?
Self-realization is hard.
Do you think achieving self-realization is hard?
I think it's like there's nothing to realize, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How can you realize this moment? Like, this moment is everything. Yeah. But this is like, but the idea, if there was an idea about achieving something, that can be hard. Like,
so do you think also accepting that there is no idea to self-realize is hard?
I don't get, what do you mean by that? Like acceptance that there is nothing to accept, there is nothing to achieve.
Yeah.
It is hard. It felt very, very hard at that time. But same time, it was so liberating. Honestly, it was really hard for the mind because it was still thinking, I can do something, I can self-realize, I can be a better person, I can feel good, always be in bliss or always in a peaceful state. So there was an idea, and it was a beautiful idea, because do you know anyone who doesn't want to be in peace and bliss 24/7? We all want to live a very happy life. So, and we all know this is just an idea, because life means wholeness. So it is combination of everything, every emotion. Life doesn't differentiate between right and wrong emotions, or good or bad emotion, or pleasant or unpleasant emotions. For life, they are just emotions. Yeah, so means that was really scary and very hard to realize, like, if you are sad, it's okay. You can't do anything to feel better at that given moment of time by yourself or by doing something about it. Yeah, you will get better sooner or later, or maybe not, or maybe sooner than you expected. But you don't know. Honestly, you don't know how you're going to feel in next 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and you can't prepare for that moment. You don't know what you're going to do if you're sad. So that was scary, because we always thought, oh, you can feel better, you can be in peace, you can enjoy your life, but that idea, like, no, there is no such thing. There is no one doing anything. So whatever is happening, it's just happening. So that was scary. But after that, once you face it, once you say it, yeah, you can't do anything about it, then automatically you start feeling okay about it.
Think you know why it's so scary for us to let go?
Yeah, because we have been conditioned to think in such a way that you can control situations, circumstances. You can do something to avoid those things happening to you, or you can decide something better for you, or you can choose something differently than what you have chosen previously in past. So that's why you are always either in guilt, oh, you should have done that, why did you do that, you should not force your child to do something like this, or always planning a beautiful bright future where you know that, oh, you can do this, you can plan your journey, or you can work hard to achieve it. So what was your question, by the way?
My question was, do you think you know why it's so hard?
So that what it was hard, because we were always either in past or future, planning the future or regretting what has happened in the past. So that's why,
that's why it's hard.
That's why it was hard. Just thinking like, oh, you could not have done anything better than what you did, because there is no you who can do anything. So then you say, okay.
And do you think you have like a idea of some barriers that sort of stop people from, like, I think her name's Ilona.
Yeah, I love listening to her.
And she uses this really nice analogy where she said she always talks about the gateless gate. And she's like, a lot of people will be like, oh, I want to cross the gateless gate. And she's like, well, there's no gate. So you can cross it.
Yeah.
But do you have like an idea, or do you have some thoughts about why people feel like that barrier, even when they know it doesn't exist, is still there, and what's sort of stopping them from crossing that gateless gate?
So it's not like the people have idea or no idea. I think it's just if we think we are somebody who can control or who can do anything, so we're definitely going to have an idea, because that idea is not separated from me, a doer. So if the doer is there who thinks who can control the things, so he always going to have an idea that this needs to be done. But when you see yourself that there is no doer, the idea vanishes with the doing, because you know you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So the idea drops away same time. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like if I'm not there to decide or to do anything, so because the idea is creating a gate there. Like there is a gate which I can cross. Yeah. There is an idea which can be drop away if you see this, but when you see
there's no idea, there's no gate.
There is no gate, there is no you, and there is no one going to do it. And that's why they said this is it. This beautiful moment or not beautiful moment is it. Whatever you want to do, whatever you think you can do, this is the platform. And then when you are in here, actually nothing is happening. This seems like something is happening, but tell me, it just air is flowing out of the mouth, and it just automatically changing into words, which you will perceive differently or maybe perceive the way I'm telling you. Even you can't even, I think it's just the mind filters it out the way they want to listen to it. That's why all the teachings, like I don't know how many people I have been listening to. Many, and I've been so grateful, because they are very much like in your dream asking you to wake up, very much like that. They were just telling you okay, this is it, or this is how it is, because before we had a preconceived notion, or we have a preconceived idea, like this is what spirituality means, to achieve something, to gain something, to realize something. But now they are just saying, okay, it doesn't work that way. Means it was beautiful back then. The teaching was very beautiful back then, because where I was at that point of time. But it doesn't matter now, because like they are telling you, okay, no, this is not it. This is not the right way. Before it felt like it's very right, but now it's just like there is nothing to seek. Why there is nothing to seek?
I guess for people who start on the journey because they're trying to, or they're in a difficult situation, and they're trying to go through that difficult situation. Do you feel like seeking plays a role there or over there as well in that situation? You just have to let go.
If you can let go, then you will let go. Now, if you can't, then you can't.
Yeah.
I know it is very difficult for the mind to understand that if we do seeking, if we get to the end, everything is going to be perfectly fine, and we'll be in bliss and peace forever. But the truth is, like, wherever, like you said, from this to this, wherever you're going to be, that moment is just going to be this. So if you are okay right now, then you don't have to wait for many years later in that moment to be okay. Okayness will be here, or 20 years later it will be the same okayness and same this moment. So being okay right now, we think we are going to lose something if we're being okay in this moment, like our passion, our achievements will be very passive, not doing anything, will be like, oh my God, because whatever has to happen is happening already anyway, with me or without me. So what is the point of doing anything? It's just telling you are not doing anything anyway. It has been, the doing was happening, it's on, even when you thought you are a doer. So nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change because you were not doing back then. So, and the life happens, yeah. So even if you think you're not the doer, life will still continue the way it was continuing. But I think the only thing changes, like there is not so much guilt involved in that. There's not so much planning and ambitious or disappointing involved in that. So which is beautiful. I think the life we want is just without disappointments and guilties and validations. Isn't that we would want?
Yeah.
With food and everything, and with life, with continuing of life. So I think that's the only difference. You're okay with. If you're okay with this moment, yeah, you'll be okay in any moment.
And do you feel like, traditionally, at least when we were growing up, you think that whether it's through whatever path you've chosen, whether you take the path of Christianity or you're going to go to church, read the Bible, do whatever prayers and everything that they do. Same with the Gurdwara, you're going to sit for meditation in the morning. Do you feel like people have this idea that they have to do certain steps to get there?
I always, like, whenever I speak to my friends, I say it's this journey is not about anybody else. To be very honest, it was never about anybody else, and right now it's not about anybody else. To be very honest, because there's like, people are doing. If the people are cooking, or people are going to the temple, or people are going to the work, doesn't make any difference. It's perfectly fine. Whatever everyone is doing, they are just doing because they have been designed to do that. Like when we said we are not doing anything, things are happening. So how can we say those people are doing something to achieve anything? It's just the part of doing also. So there is no motive behind it. Or they can think there is a motive behind it. Yeah. It's just what it is. It's like I always talk whenever I speak to my Didi. I said, it is not about anybody else. It's not about anybody else.
Do you feel like most religions do have steps or things that you need to do to become self-realized?
So as we were saying, that there is nothing to achieve, nothing to realize. So all those steps are just there as anything else. We can consider them as steps or teachings, but it was just like anything else, to be honest. Anything else in life. But back then, or when I was seeking or when I was thinking, then it really felt like it is helping so much. Everything is helping. It was help. So it means like whatever is appearing in our journey as an individual, I think it's just perfect for that particular body, mind.
So you don't have to place any sort of judgment on.
No, because I think that's why somebody is following Christianity or Hinduism or Sikhism, because it's very unique.
And I think also when
we are unique.
When I've been on this journey, there can be a lot of confusion. You're hearing so many different things. You should sit for meditation. You don't need to sit for meditation. Everything is happening on its own anyways. And there's a lot of going around in circles, a lot of back and forth. So I reached a point where I was like, it's fine. If I want to sit for meditation, I will.
Yeah.
If I don't, I don't. If I feel sad, I do. If I feel happy, I do. Because then you start to link like, oh, I didn't do my meditation, so I feel this way. Or, oh, I did do my meditation and I still feel this way. And there's a lot of sort of expectations that are all strung together.
Yeah.
So like you said, if you just take it as these steps are just things that are happening or things that you're doing, then there's a loss of expectation, and then it's all just happening.
And even if we can just see that this is all happening without even you thinking you doing it, then it's even, okay, this is happening in my life. In okay, doing meditation or not doing meditation means like really, like I used to say, Swamiji, why don't you sit for meditation? You're wasting your time watching TV. And I was just thinking, like, how can we decide for any another person? If it makes me feel peaceful when I sit for meditation, it doesn't mean everybody needs to sitting down and doing meditation. That was the illusion before. Like, we think I am doing it, so everybody should do it because it is helping me, so it will help you also, it will help you also. But at that time, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was even telling you, Disha, why don't you just sit for meditation? Because I thought this is what I am doing and it is helping me, so you should do that too. Because this is nothing wrong. We've been doing it for years and years and centuries. You become a doctor, you have this pathway, you do this because we thought we are choosing this path, we are doing this, so you should do that. But this is all happening its own without anybody doing anything. So it means like if meditation is happening, perfect. If it is not, perfect. Like, why everybody needs to do meditation? Why? Because my sister sometimes, she always says, I have seen some people, they are not doing even meditation, they are doing all those bad, they are happy. I said, so? It's okay.
Like I was saying as well the other day, I can't remember when, but I was saying if these and Drishti don't feel the need to meditate or be on any sort of path, but they're happy, then what difference does it make?
It doesn't make any difference. Some people's subject of interest is politics. Someone's subject of interest is spirituality. But there is no good or bad. There is no better and worse. Honestly, Disha, that was the only illusion. We were thinking like, this is what I mean. We thought that moment is beautiful or more productive or more better than this moment. Or doing this is better than doing this. But there is no hierarchy. There is no hierarchy. There is no good and bad. There is no right and wrong. That's why I love Rumiji's that quote. Out beyond the idea of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. But we are always in right and wrong. Doing meditation is right. Watching TV is wrong. Whereas in this moment, everything is accepted. The mind doesn't accept, but the moment itself have no problem. Moment itself doesn't have any problem with anything.
And my final question was, how would you define self-realization?
Self-realization is just realizing that there is no self. There is no one. So it just, everything is happening beautifully and nothing to achieve, nowhere to go.
Just need to realize that this you were searching for is...
If you can realize it. If you think you can't realize, that's okay. Means okayness with everything, beta. Just being okay with everything. Just being okay with even not being okay. It's like, this is it.
Very nice.
This is it.
This is it.
Beautiful. Thank you for this beautiful talk, because you know how passionate I am always about talking this. It's so beautiful because it's so beautiful. That's why I'm always passionate about talking to them.
And I think I want to end with, what is your favorite quote at the moment?
At the moment, Lao Tzu's from Tao Te Ching. I don't know exactly how it has been written, but it's like...
I can put it on the screen.
Yeah, it is like the highest virtue things, like... I completely forget. Honestly.
Should we search it up?
Do you have any idea?
The master.
Master does nothing, yet he leaves nothing undone. You know why, Disha? Because no planning now, not so much thinking, so just blankness. Honestly, it happened so many times to me, and I was like, yeah, because I'm not even thinking, what should I think, what should I say, what should I prepare? It's just like, yeah, if it's blankness, if there's nothing, then there is nothing. What can we do?
That's a beautiful quote, though.
It is beautiful now. So I'm preparing a whole satsang
on
about this topic, and I'm loving it.
Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Dishu. Thank you so much, Mera baby. We should do this more often. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Every week.
Every week. Yep. Thank you.